surprised at how new the ball looked. You can even see with the ball in Stuart Broad's hand there.
A little bit of in-swing. Warner looked really good. They got their tempo spot on.
3 in the ring on the offside, saving that single. Also got the catches where he wants them.
Yes, it may just swing a little bit more, this ball, but also as a batter on a pitch like this, which is just devoid of pace now. There is that shape. Excellent start to his last day in cricket from Stuart Broad. 136 for none.
Yeah, that's the movement that I actually expected this morning with this ball and with some cloud cover. Yeah, it's traditional swing as well. You can see the shiny side there. As I always say, traditional swing, the ball will swing towards the rough side. And that's good movement. It's also great skill.
3 slips waiting for the outside edge.
We talked about this change of ball, so have a look at the difference and the contrast there. The original ball was the one that was, I think, changed because it hit Khawaja's helmet and went out of shape.
Fight on!
I always find that very odd, really. Madness, you're changing a ball. And that is a big change there. You've almost gone from a reverse swing ball to an orthodox swing ball. That's perfect. Anderson and Broad and Wokes won't mind that at all.
Oi!
Maybe a bit of an example there of the hardness as well. That one's bounced a little bit more, hit really high up on the bat of Khawaja. And the reason I think it's such a big deal, especially in England, is because you don't know what you're going to get conditions-wise in the morning. Yesterday afternoon, when the sun was out, that change of ball wouldn't have made much of a difference at all. You turn up to a new day, been raining overnight, very overcast this morning. Conditions change quickly.
Oh, did it pitch in line? Did it pitch in line? He takes his time, Joel Wilson, he really does. He says not out.
Yeah, I think it would have pitched outside leg. I don't think that swung back, and it probably wasn't quite full enough. Generally, when there's no swing for the right armour to the left-hander, it has to be really full to have pitched in line.
Wokes was wondering about height. Lip read Wokes, he said, was it high? My initial reaction was line.
Yes!
Strong there.
No.
Khawaja will keep the strike, 138 for none.
Oh, yes!
Nicely pushed down the ground. No stage was he trying to hit that for 4. He'll just take a couple, might think of 3. Not on Stokes' arm. That's what he's looking for. Khawaja is very good on the pull. He picks up length well. England haven't bowled him many to pull since Edgbaston.
Yeah, just a bit surprised by that one, I reckon. He just looked like he was in 2 minds. Might have just held in the wicket slightly as well. It's cross seamer from Broad. He's normally onto those really quickly. It's one of his strengths. We saw it earlier in the series in Edgbaston in particular. He was able to pull the ball off length, top of the stumps type of length. He was onto it quickly.
It's a beauty. Put the man back on the leg side and just pitched it up. Excellent from Broad, 140 for none. Oh, now close again. This is very good from Wokes. I think again he may have hit it there, Warner.
Yeah, the shape again though. There's a little bit of in-swing here for Wokes, as we expected, with the breeze going that way and this newer ball. Good conditions to bowl in. Might have nipped high on the back leg again.
This is gone, surely he's gone. Yeah, he has this time. Brilliant from Wokes. Excellent from England this morning. And they have their first, and it's David Warner.
Well, that's a beautiful delivery. Spot on, line and lengthwise. Warner drawn into the shot, just a defensive shot from Warner. Bit of nip, bit of bounce, catches the outside edge. High quality bowling, Bairstow does the rest. So England have their first. Probably Warner's last innings in England as he leaves the field for a well-made 60. Australia 140 for 1.
Lost the edge.
It has been very good since he was included into this England side. Headingley bowled beautifully there. The same presentation once again. Classic outswinger on the breeze. Continually asking questions, and there's just enough movement. Yes.
Short, Labuschagne gets off the mark. England get off the mark with a wicket of David Warner. Very good, Chris Wokes. 141 for 1. Over the crease from Stuart Broad. Oh, close in-swinger from Broad. Maybe doing too much, and also a bit of bounce. Broad thinks he hit it.
Well, there's definitely movement. You can see at the top of his run then that he put that ball in his fingers looking for the in-swinger. Might have been a fraction high as well. Definitely moves in though. Up high on the top of the pad.
Another in-swinger, this time outside the line, I think.
That's close, isn't it? I felt real close to it. It's on the inside side there. I think
They're going to have a look.
Pitching outside off, impact is outside. Thank you, I'll go back to Kumar on field.
No, that's out. Surely that's out. Yes, given. Khawaja has reviewed like he did in the first innings. They're going to have a look.
Pitching in line, impact in line, wickets hitting. Thank you, I'll go back to Joel on field.
This is outstanding from Chris Wokes. Another wicket. Both openers have gone. Khawaja uses up another review. Australia in a bit of bother in this first half hour.
A lot of bother, high quality from Wokes, and seam movement back in again. You have a look at the release of this ball. It's supposed to be an outswinger across him. It's a wobble seam. Pitches on about middle and leg and straightens and traps Khawaja absolutely plumb in front. The reaction from the England captain, we see what it means to him and his team. Pressure now right back on Australia. Well played Usman Khawaja for 72, 141 for 2.
Outside edge of the bat. It will go away for 4, but there's still movement. That's another wicket for Wokes. He has 2 this morning, 145 for 2. It'll go away. There's a lot of movement as it goes past the stumps there. Given as byes, no chance for Bairstow.
Just to finish off that point, obviously, that when you're making the batsman hit the ball a lot squarer, he's playing with less of his blade. He's closing the bat down and only trying to hit, not trying to hit, but only hitting with half of the bat, and that's what they're trying to do.
Nice cover drive. Really nice. Slightly on the up, 150 up for Australia.
That's the intent I like to see. I just said a half volley's a half volley. Doesn't matter if the ball's moving or not. These guys are high quality international batsmen. In fact, both the guys at the crease at some stage have been ranked #1 in the world. And that was what I saw coming back in Manchester, that good positive stride into the ball and releasing his hands through the line. It's a quality shot.
The other thing about hitting the ball and hitting boundaries, a clap from Stuart Broad, but that will get the ball older and wet because of all the rain. That might stop the movement.
Labuschagne was interested in that leg stump half volley, that's for sure. Morning, Butch.
Morning, Michael. It's first floaty one from Chris Wokes. He and Stuart Broad have absolutely charged in this morning and pounded the ball into a beautiful length. Just back of a length, and the ball has nipped.
Oh, the in-swinger from Wokes that took an inside edge. It goes down to Moeen Ali, who moves a little gingerly, but does well. And Labuschagne sprints back for a second, 160 for 2. Bounce through to Bairstow. Yes. Always interesting to watch Steve Smith after a ball has been bowled. He basically indicates with his hand what's happened to the ball off the surface, whether it bounces or whether it moves in the air. You'll always get a reaction from him. Well, that's flown. It was very, very short from Mark Wood. Nothing Bairstow could do, so wide's given. That flew way over the keeper's head. Strikes with a bit of late movement away from the right hander, and it just about carried to Crawley, who has caught superbly in this series.
Superb, absolutely superb from Wood. Challenged the top of off stump. The sort of length where Labuschagne couldn't go forward, couldn't go back. He fenced it as it left him, and Zach Crawley has had a magnificent Ashes series, both with the bat and with his hands at second slip. Woody's done it again.
All smiles, England this morning. 3 wickets now in the opening hour. 3 big ones. Warner, Khawaja, and now Labuschagne for 13. Australia 169 for 3. Oh, he smashed that. It was wide and full and swinging wider. But Smith got a stride in and full extension of the arms, the ball fairly whistling away to the boundary.
I reckon this has landed in a footmark. Mitch Starks. Yeah, big puff of dust, and that's why it went aerial. Steve Smith did not mean to hit it over the top. Just watch this ball, just lands and jumps out of the rough.
No indications of that late movement from Wood, because Smith was looking to work that through square leg. In the end, got a leading edge down to wide third man.
He's running briskly this morning, Mark Wood, not the supercharged stuff that we saw up at Headingley. Mid-80s, 87 top in this over.
One thing I have liked from an Australian point of view is that Australia have been looking to score. Even there, Smith looking to play a back foot driving, so plays outside it. Didn't go off, didn't keep going as much as he thought it would, but the Australians have certainly looked to score. So they're trying to chase this target down, which I think is a good way to go about it.
Oh, absolutely. I think the intent in the second innings overall has been good. Even today with the ball swinging and seaming so much, they've tried to score runs.
Now, not sure he's played at that, Steve Smith. He'll race away for 4. Now he's going to get leg byes for it. I'm not absolutely convinced he was trying to hit that ball.
Getting a touch too straight there, Jimmy. Ball not swinging enough off the stump. Yes, you'd think that he looked to play a leg lance there. I've seen a few times where he's gone on to leave a ball as well. But yes, there's been lots of talk about how the ball has changed and things have changed for England. It's been dramatic pretty much. I think Joe Root has found a way to keep the shine on the ball going.
Shot. Nothing wrong with that. Anderson trying to pitch it up to extract some swing or some sea movement, but Smith pounces on it. Lovely on drive.
He's got a very different way of driving. A lot more back foot. This one slightly fuller. Getting his weight through the ball. Getting his third boundary.
See that? That's gone quite a bit.
These are tough conditions to bat in. If you're a set batter, it's hard, but if you're a new batter, it's really challenging. challenging these. Ball moving from right in front of your eyes is never easy. Got out very similarly in the first innings.
There's that high I talked about from Travis Head. He sort of pushes at it, but he times the ball very well. And he'll get 2 for that. Oh, it's past the edge again. And there's no doubt that Travis Head will be keeping the England slippers nice and warm in there. They're ready for it. Quite get that, but it's on that wicket square and it races away. I reckon that's not much more than a thick outside edge, but it flies off the bat.
Oval outfield filled with pitches and practice pitches always gives you value for shots, and this one not well timed. As soon as it hits the square, it just races away to a boundary. Slightly fuller. Travis Head has always been a good square driver of the ball.
Oh, once again, another one past the edge.
This is probing stuff here from Stuart Broad. Getting the ball to move, but more importantly, getting the ball to move a little late, tempting the batsman at all times. And Travis Head likes to drive a ball. But this one would beat most batsmen in the world. He would be very unlucky if you could get a bat onto that.
It's too straight on that occasion, Broad. And as Travis Head does really well, he puts it away. Good batting from Travis Head. Played and missed the last one, and then punched that one through the onside for 4.
A high-paying shot for Travis Head with the square drive. But this time it's the flick shot that he's got a boundary. Beating square leg.
Once again, too straight, put away by Travis Head. He's a dangerous player. Brings up the 200. Travis Head races to 18 now.
Travis Head is a key player in this chase. If Australia want to get anywhere close to 384, this man Travis Head has a big role to play. Slightly fuller, just puts it away to the left of mid-on. That's the big strength of Travis Head. His ability to hit boundaries to anything that's half loose is what makes him a really good player in the last couple of years.
And now the drive, 4 more. This is what he does, Travis Head. Plays and misses at times. You think you're going to get him, and then all of a sudden you don't get it right. You over pitch, you bowl a bit straight, and he puts you away.
This is not great bowling here from James Anderson. Full on the middle, this time full outside the off stump, and on both occasions Travis Head finds a way to smash it to the boundary.
Smith's drives and finds the gap. Moeen Ali is still struggling at mid-off. I'm not sure he would have got it even at his fittest, Moeen Ali, but there was no way he was going to track that down.
He's been gingerly all day, Moeen Ali. And this one, to be fair to him, he had no chance to get. But what was good was the quality of the shot. Slightly fuller, and here is an in-swinger for you. Stephen Smith making use of his hands, which has been his best friend for many years now, and threading that gap between covers and mid-off.
Now he drives down the ground. Oh, Mark Wood does really well there. Saves a boundary.
Wry smile on James Anderson's face. That was a really good shot there. I have to say the fielding was even better.
I've got a feeling this might have hit him in the head. He's certainly got a hand on it. After that, just the way he reacted, Mark Wood, I think this might have gone up into his scon, as we say in Australia. Oh no, he just got a bit dizzy from pivoting over it, I think, and rolling around. Oh, and it's bounced on Smith.
Has happened over and over and over again. It can be slightly frustrating for the likes of Stuart Broad, Ben Stokes in England. Travis Head will be just saying, I'm going to get a couple of good ones. The headbands are well and truly out for his last test match. And he is searching for that fairy tale ending, Nasser Hussain.
Yeah, Broad can only smile because it's doing so much. It's going past the edge. Maybe a bit fuller, he nicks it. Don't be surprised if Broad does go that bit fuller.
Straightens up the line, Travis Head right behind it. Clipped away nicely. I think he lost sight of it to begin with, but no matter, regardless. Nicely timed by Travis Head.
Yeah, he didn't see it, Mark Wood. I don't think it made a difference at all because it was sweetly timed by Travis Head. We know that from Travis Head, that's why he scores his runs so quickly. He's a free-flowing, beautiful timer of a cricket ball. And he's gone to 27 in 33 deliveries. Good counter-punch, this from Australia, after losing 3 wickets in the first hour.
Adjustment in the field. Deep square leg now in play as well. Gets back onto that line that he's trying to just make Travis Head play out and bring that slips into play. Straight away, Steve Smith goes after that. There's protection on the boundary line and running in behind it, and he's going to beat both.
50 partnership between Smith and Head. And they may see this as an opportunity to just get after Moeen Ali and get after this ball and rough it up by belting it. Beautiful hands and just timed for 4.
Yes, Mo. Yes, Mo.
Yeah, turn, and that's inside edge. This is why I said at the start of this stint, everyone is on the edge of their seats because they know that this wicket is going to take some turn.
Yeah, he went back to a full one, and there's those footholds from Stark. Stark bowled at the pavilion and actually missed those. Joe Root got one in his second innings that just kept a bit low. Just kept low and it nutmegged him in the end.
Gets a full delivery and so easily gets himself into a position to allow his hands to come through and find the boundary, Steve Smith.
Yeah, the field is set for short pitch bowling, so mid-off is wide. There is no mid-on. Wood went for the surprise pitch-up ball. You have to be pretty good to surprise Steve Smith. You have to get up early to surprise him.
Just goes with it. Knows that there's 2 back there, so the most important thing for Steve Wood is Steve Smith. Has to find the ground. Definitely played a shot at this one. Got his hands out of the way of one that was given a dead ball. This time though, just works it fine, goes with the turn and finds the boundary.
Yeah, no debate this time. He was trying to convince the umpire this is what he was trying to do with the dead ball. Well, was there an inside edge? England felt there was. And Stokes jumped, timed his jump perfectly, just put himself there, but it landed on the ground. What are they checking here? And he's going to check.
Yeah, okay. There's a clear strike when the ball is next to the glove. Can I see the catch? I want to see the completion of the catch, please. Okay, put it going, please. The catch has been taken completely. Okay. Hold on. Go back, please, go back. Yes, please, I want to see the completion of the catch. Yeah, no. He has dropped the ball. As he was trying to celebrate, he has dropped the ball. Not complete control of the catch. Okay, I'll go back to Joel on field.
And not out. There'll be confusion at the ground and at home because initially it was cleaned by Ben Stokes. And in the celebration, the hand has come down and hit his thigh. The ball has been dislodged. And so it's been adjudged that he was not in control. Last ball before lunch. Smith will take the single. Just the single from the over, but there was more controversy in this Ashes. 238 for 3, the Australians finish up. They started at 135 for none. England picked up 3, and Ben Stokes is still questioning whether or not this catch was a not clean or not. Actually, I take that back. I think it's about the review. I think he was happy for the judgment that he didn't take control of the catch. Ben Stokes feels as if he shouldn't be losing a review because of it.
That's come off the gloves of Bairstow.
Up on their feet. All they saw was Joe Root throw this ball up. They've seen a little bit of a deflection, and then Joe Root put his hands up.
What a delivery. What a ball. Thick edge, and that might run all the way down to the fence for 4.
Kerry shows some faith here in Todd Murphy, because he's not the worst player. Yes, he might nick that, but he can also get some thick edges like that and put together some boundaries.
Oh, that's a good shot. Yeah, they're going for these runs. Don't worry about that.
Him up below on the leg side. Oh.
Yeah, it's not without its risks, that. Trying to hit it square over mid-wicket. Stuart Broad is obviously trying to move the ball away from the left hand.
Final push. Nicely driven. Stokes gives chase. Don't think it'll be 4. It won't be.
Yeah, it's a lovely shot there from Alex Carey. One of his great strengths is his...
Down the pitch, down the ground. 6 or 4? I reckon that's 6. Yeah, Crawley signals 6.
It's a beautiful shot that from Alex Carey. Great use of the feet. And the best part about it was how close he got to the pitch of the ball. There has been some shape. When the ball's turning away from you, you need to get as close to it as you can to get a good swing at it. He did that well. Keeps his body just inside the line of the ball, gives a good full swing of the bat. Maximum.
Short ball, and that's been pulled beautifully, handsomely away. 4 more. It's into the 50s, 55 needed now.
Shots in the first innings. Gets into really good positions. Talk about the toe of the bat. Always talk about the toe of the bat being higher than the bounce of the ball. And there it is there. You can see the toes up. It's coming down. He's in total control of that.
It's done! 3 beautiful deliveries from Stuart Broad. Outswinger past the edge, outswinger past the edge. Outswinger finds the edge. Brilliant from Broad.
It's superb. That's a great call. It's great execution, great skill, great execution, and just too good for Murphy. In that channel, challenging the outside edge. And look how wide his eyes are there, Stuart Broad. What a moment for him in his career. His teammates are all around him. As are his family. Everyone is on the edge of their seat here at the